At the end of the day, man, I just simply got to do better. But I'm not going to also allow a person to have financial gain off of my mistakes. And in this particular situation, that's what was attempted. I said I'd rather fess up to my mistakes.
In 2017, Kevin Hart was at the peak of his powers. He was Hollywood's highest paid comedian. His movies were box office gold. His stand-up tours sold out stadiums. He had built a brand on hustle, family, and hilarious relatability. But in the span of a few days, that meticulously crafted image was on the verge of complete collapse. This wasn't a story about a movie role. This was a story about a marriage, a family, and a public apology watched by millions. This is a deep dive into the Kevin Hart cheating scandal. To understand the fall, we have to understand the height. By 2017, Kevin Hart wasn't just famous. He was a franchise. From Ride Along to Central Intelligence. He was the undisputed king of comedy, and a huge part of his brand was his family. His Instagram was a curated feed of him with his wife, Aniko Parrish, and his 2 children, Heaven and Hendrix. He was the lovable, short family man who just happened to be wildly famous and rich. He was riding the wave of his What Now tour, one of the highest grossing comedy tours of all time. Life, from the outside, looked perfect, but behind the scenes, a storm was brewing. The first crack in the facade appeared on August 16th, 2017. A now defunct entertainment blog, The Neighborhood Talk, got a tip. They posted a DM they received alleging that Kevin was being blackmailed over a video that showed him in a compromising situation with another woman just days before Aniko was due to give birth to their son Ken. The internet, of course, exploded. But this was still just an unsustained rumor. The real bomb dropped on September 6, 2017, when the celebrity news site TMZ got their hands on the actual video. TMZ reported that the video was taken at a rental property in Las Vegas over the 4th of July weekend. The key detail, Aniko Parrish was heavily pregnant at home. The video allegedly showed Kevin in a hotel room with a woman who was not his wife. And this wasn't just some meeting. It was reportedly a setup. The woman in the video later identified as Montia Sabbag, allegedly conspired with a friend to record the encounter to extort money from Kevin. So the narrative wasn't just Kevin Hart cheats. It became Kevin Hart is the victim of an extortion plot. This added a complex legal layer to the personal betrayal. The court of public opinion was in session. Comment sections were divided. One side said, "He's a victim. This is a private matter." The other side argued, "You can't be extorted for something you didn't do. He's only a victim of his own poor choices." The pressure was immense. Kevin Hart had to address it, and address it he did. Not with a written statement from a publicist, but in a raw, nearly 6-minute long video posted to his Instagram. In the video, he admits to the mistake. He apologizes to his wife and children. He confirms the extortion attempt, stating he would rather fess up to my choice than give these people money. He took full ownership, stating, "You can't be a hypocrite. I'm not a perfect person." This video was a master class in crisis management, whether intentional or not. By going directly to his fans, he controlled the narrative. He was humble, he was apologetic, and he framed the extortion as the reason the story was going public, not an excuse for his behavior. He separated the crime against him from the sin he committed. But the biggest question remained, would Aniko leave or stay? Aniko stayed quiet publicly for a while, but eventually she broke her silence. In an interview with ESPN's The Undefeated, she spoke about the pain and the process of healing. She confirmed she knew about the incident before the video leaked, and they were already working through it privately. The public scandal, she said, was like salt on the wound. She chose to forgive him. They entered therapy and worked on their marriage. So where are they now, 7 years later? By all public accounts, Kevin and Aniko Hart survived. They're still together. They've welcomed another child. Kevin's career, after a brief moment of uncertainty, didn't just recover, it skyrocketed. He continued to land massive movie deals and Netflix specials. But the scandal left a permanent mark on his brand. His comedy, which was always personal, took a darker, more introspective turn. He started talking more openly about therapy, about mistakes, and about the price of fame. The perfect family man image was gone, replaced by a more complex, flawed, but working on it persona. The scandal also became a permanent part of his story. Comedians and critics alike reference it. It's a case study in a modern celebrity apology, a playbook that has been used for better or worse many times since. So what's the final analysis? The 2017 scandal showed us a few things. 1. The paradox of the personal brand. When you sell your family as a part of your brand, your personal values become professional crises. 2. The extortion angle. This complicated the public sympathy. Was he a villain, a victim, or both? 3. The power of the direct apology. In the age of social media, controlling the narrative directly with your audience is more powerful than any press release. In the end, the heartbreak wasn't a breakup. It was a fracture that somehow they managed to mend. It's a story of a very public humiliation, a private betrayal, and a long, difficult road to forgiveness that played out for all the world to see. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching. I'm John Berry, and I'll see you later.
Andy, you're not from this world.